graduate candidates, friends, family, and distinguished guests. My name is Bruce Burton, and it is my honor and a pleasure to welcome you tonight to the 26th commencement ceremony of the Chamberlain University College of Nursing, Columbus, Ohio campus. I would now like to introduce you to the Chamberlain College of Nursing 2018 graduate candidates. Please be seated. Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to remind you to silence your phone so we don't have an interruption there. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the platform party participants tonight. Dr. Judith Kimsey Woods, Campus President. Professor Sherry Francis, Assistant Dean of Student Learning. And today's keynote speaker, Samantha Zugger, neonatal nurse practitioner with Riverside Hospital and an alumna of the Chamberlain University. I'd also like to recognize our esteemed faculty seated on stage and the staff seated in the audience. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Judith Kimsey Woods, Chamberlain Columbus Campus President.
Dear graduates, deans, faculty, staff, and esteemed guests, it is my pleasure to start our commencement ceremony by congratulating each of you on achieving a very important milestone in your life, becoming an extraordinary Chamberlain registered nurse. Congratulations. Before I start my official speech, I would like to convey a message from several of our faculty who are ill today. They include Dr. Dean Hill, Dr. Shahi, Professor Such, Professor Falk, and last but not least, Professor Hager. They regret that they are unable to be here today to see you graduate, and they wish you the best. Really sorry, that's never happened, so many people sick at the same time. A very remarkable woman, Shirley Chisholm, who was the first African-American congresswoman in 1968, coined a proverb: service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. Today begins your life of purposeful service to others as a registered nurse, earning your privilege. Your service will take many forms, as there are hundreds of types of positions that nurses can hold. You can help bring babies into the world and console the family who just lost one, administer treatments, medications, encouraging words and smiles. You will prepare patients for surgery, feed, bathe, clothe, and ambulate thousands and thousands of men, women, and children throughout your career. You will be one holding a hand, wiping a tear, and saying a last goodbye. There is no other calling greater than helping people in need. The nurse's role of caring for people from birth to death is noble and a great privilege. It is a fulfilling life of service to others. I'm so proud of each of you, whether it is the beginning of your career as a new registered nurse or continuation after achieving your master's or doctorate degrees. Go out into the world and make your mark and make a difference. Remember that the nursing profession needs you, your intelligence, your knowledge, your creativity, and your voice. Nursing will evolve into what your generation and the generation after you envision it to become. So be bold. We are here to celebrate you and all the people who have helped you along the way. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Chamberlain College of Nursing, I thank you for choosing Chamberlain to accompany you on your journey. I commend you on your accomplishments, and I wish you success at the start of your new career and all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kimsey Woods. It is with great pleasure I'd like to introduce tonight's commencement speaker. Samantha Zolliger is a neonatal nurse practitioner in the Nationwide Children's NICU at Riverside Methodist Hospital. She originally attended the University of California, Davis, where she received a Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development in 2002. Zellinger then pursued her interest in nursing, graduating summa cum laude from Chamberlain College of Nursing with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree in 2010. She worked for 7 years as an NICU nurse at Grant Medical Center. She completed a Master of Science in Nursing degree from The Ohio State University in 2017. She is board certified neonatal nurse practitioner and licensed in Ohio. She has a passion for teaching and is a certified lactation counselor and neonatal resuscitation program instructor. As an active member, she is involved in several professional organizations, including the National Association of Neonatal Nurses, Nurse Practitioners, both the national and the Columbus chapter, the Florida Association of Neonatal Nurse Practitioners, and the Academy of Neonatal Nursing, and Sigma Theta Tau. Please help welcome, if you will, Samantha to the podium. Samantha Zellinger.
Good evening, President Kim-Chi Woods, Dean Hill, Chamberlain faculty and staff, distinguished graduates, and their family and friends. It is truly an honor to be here to celebrate with all of you tonight. My name is Samantha Zellinger, and I am proud to say that I am a Chamberlain Columbus campus alumnus, BSN class of 2010. As I stand here before you all, I am reminded of my own graduation from Chamberlain 8 years ago. I remember the excitement, anxiety, and utter joy and relief I felt. Excitement knowing that I passed all of my exams, like you guys have. Anxiety knowing that I still had a huge test to take, those nursing boards. And utter joy and relief knowing that I did not have to write any more papers. At least for a few years, right? Because all of the BSN graduates are going to go get their MSN, and the MSN graduates are going to go get their DNP, and the DNP graduates are going to maybe get another degree. I don't know. But as I sat down to write this speech, I had a hard time figuring out what it was I really wanted to tell you all tonight. I tried to recall what previous keynote speakers discussed at my graduation, and I couldn't for the life of me remember. It gives me a little bit of comfort knowing that even if I totally screw up this speech tonight and mess up, some of you, or maybe even all of you, will not remember anything I said. There may be a quiz at the end of my speech, though, so for those of you who are not paying attention, you may want to start now. I'm just kidding. There will be no quiz. But seriously, though, as I was writing this, I felt like I needed to have some big secret to enlighten you with that no one has ever told you before. Like a big aha moment needed to happen. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't really have any big secrets to tell. What I can tell you are things that I have learned along the way during my nursing career that will hopefully help you as you begin your journey as a new nurse. First, as a new nurse, you will probably have a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask them. When you ask a question, you may be given the answer, or you may be asked a question back. Use this opportunity to use your critical thinking skills and learn and grow. If you truly don't know the answer to something, it's always okay to say, I don't know, but I will go look it up and get back to you. Burn that phrase into your brain. So when your preceptor asks you something you don't know, or when a patient asks you something you don't know, you'll know what to say and what to do. Plus, you will always learn and remember things better when you look it up and then have to explain it or teach it to somebody else. Later on, as a seasoned nurse, you will continue to have a lot of questions. Ask them. If at some point you feel like you have all the answers and you know it all, nursing may not be the right fit for you anymore. Personally, I feel that this is when nurses are the most dangerous, when they think that they know everything and become complacent. As nurses, we are constantly learning, constantly adapting to new technology and information, studying new evidence-based research, and finding new ways to help our patients get better faster. There is no way that any one person could know everything there is to know. Be confident in yourself and what you know, but also be humble enough to know when to ask questions or for help when needed. Now, you may be asking yourself, come on, Sam, of course I know I can ask for help when I need it. Why wouldn't I be able to do that? As I mentioned earlier, 8 years ago, I became a brand new nurse, and I was lucky enough to start working in the NICU right after graduation. For those of you who are not familiar with the NICU, it is a true intensive care unit. We don't just hold babies all day long. And it's a NICU just for babies, and it's usually very sick babies. Like any other ICU, things can go wrong quickly, and it can be very intense and stressful at times. Now, I just finished preaching to you a minute ago that as a new nurse or even as a seasoned nurse, you should ask questions and ask for help when needed. In the unit that I used to work in, I learned early on that I couldn't always ask for help or ask questions even when I needed. Why? Because asking for help meant that certain individuals would talk about you behind your back or complain when they had to help you and basically break down others so that they could feel better about themselves. Honestly, pretty junior high behavior in my opinion. How many of you have heard the phrase, nurses eat their young? I see a lot of hand raising and head nodding out there. What does it really mean, though? For those of you who don't know, it refers to behaviors such as hazing, harassment, or bullying. And it's usually seasoned nurses who are doing this to new nurses, but really it can happen to anybody. The more technical term for this is lateral violence, and many organizations are trying to stop this kind of behavior. Keep in mind, not everyone is like this. I would say that the majority of the people in my unit were very encouraging and helpful to new nurses. But you only need a few individuals to make the atmosphere of a unit negative instead of positive. The point of my story is these behaviors are real and they still exist. And they can extend beyond talking badly about others or ignoring someone you don't like or eye-rolling or sighing when someone's talking. As nurses, we are medical professionals. These kinds of behaviors don't sound very professional, though, do they? If you recognize these behaviors in yourself, please make a concerted effort to stop. Please don't contribute to the culture of nurses eating their young. For those of you who may experience lateral violence during your career, be proactive in helping your coworkers. Be approachable, answer questions without judgment, and teach without intimidation. As nurses, we work long 12-hour days or nights, and it is more beneficial for our well-being as well as our patients' well-being if we are united as a team and help each other out. Plus, it doesn't cost a thing to be kind. The last thing I want to talk about tonight relates to how we interact with patients and families. How many times a day do we greet someone with, "Hi, how are you?" but not really stop to really see and hear how they are? We say it, but we don't always pay attention to the answer. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. "Hi, how are you?" as you're staring at your phone or looking at a menu. The next time you're at a grocery store, restaurant, or even in a patient's room, I want you to perform a little experiment for me. When you greet someone, whether it's a grocery store clerk, a waiter, or a patient in their room, I want you to look them in the eye and genuinely say, "Hello, how are you?" and wait for the answer. I think you will be pleasantly surprised to see how many people's faces and responses will show you that they are grateful that you not only stopped to ask how they were, but truly showed interest in their response. One of my favorite quotes by a wonderful author, poet, and civil rights activist, Maya Angelou, is, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." As nurses, we take care of our patients on the outside by taking care of their wounds, giving them medications, and helping their bodies heal. But I feel that we also have an obligation to care for the intangible part on the inside too, the emotional part. When I was a bedside nurse, I spent a lot of time with families of the babies I took care of, teaching them, answering questions, and just talking and connecting with them. I recently became a neonatal nurse practitioner a little over a year ago, and unfortunately, I don't get to spend as much time at the bedside anymore. I still get to assess my babies every day, but I manage way more patients than I did before when I was at the bedside. Fortunately, I still have the opportunity to talk with parents, though, especially when they want more in-depth answers to questions about their baby. When I talk to families, I make a point to sit down with them, look them in the eye, and answer their questions. Before I leave, I always ask, "Do you have any other questions? Is there anything else I can do for you?" Take the time to answer the questions of your patients and their families, update them, and just talk to them. Did you know that research has shown that patients and families feel providers who sit and talk spend more time with them compared to providers who stand, even though they really didn't? Try it next time you're in a patient's room. You might be surprised how your presence and attention can make someone feel a lot better. I hope I have given you a few extra tools as you embark on your nursing journey. I want to congratulate all of the graduates here today on your remarkable achievements. It would not have been possible without all of your hard work and dedication, and also support from your professors, your family, and your friends who are cheering you on today. I wish you all nothing but the best in your nursing endeavors, and I hope you love being a nurse as much as I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha, for those inspiring words. We'd now like to invite Thomas Webb to the stage. Thomas is a graduate candidate of the BSN class, and he's going to address his fellow graduates.
Guys, we did it. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to speak on behalf of our cohort. I need to apologize because I did not write the speech in APA format. And for those in the audience that do not know what APA format is, it makes two of us. I would like to thank all the staff and the faculty here at Chamberlain that have assisted and contributed to us making it to this graduation this evening. The instructors are both in the classroom and clinical setting care about our success, and is very evident. On behalf of our entire cohort, I would also like to say thank you to Bridget Bates. You are such an angel. For those who don't know, she fed us all for probably a year and a half in between classes. I would have gone hungry without you. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to our mothers, our fathers, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, brothers, sisters, and friends. This process has not been easy for us, and we know it's not been easy for you either. We could not have done this without your encouragement and support. You all have been a paramount piece of our success. For that, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. For some of us, this is our first college experience, and for others, this has been a return to collegiate education. I can still remember when I decided to return to school in pursuit of becoming a male nurse, to which my parents replied, "Why do you keep saying it like that?" Although some of us do already have college degrees, this BSN program is unlike any other. It requires an absolutely ridiculous amount of self-discipline and drive, as well as the ability to say no to everyone when they ask you if you want to do anything that involves leaving the house. Nursing school also requires the ability to get back up after you've been knocked down over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. This has been quite the journey. My one complaint regarding the BSN program here is it's not accompanied with a minor in mathematics. Considering the amount of time that all of us have spent calculating the absolute lowest grade necessary on the final to pass the course, every single one of us have done that many times. We have been incredibly supportive of each other throughout this process. We've kept each other going when we have wanted to quit or take a semester off to catch up on sleep. During this journey, we have created lifelong friendships as well as endured both physical and emotionally tolling roller coaster that has led to this very day. I wouldn't take any of that back, as it has molded us into who we are now. Lost my thought, hold on. Step one of this process is complete. Although making it through nursing school in one piece was and remains a massive accomplishment and monumental step, it is just that, the first step. Moving forward from here, we're going to be thrust into our professional careers. As a class, we're going to be distributed across all disciplines of nursing, and some of us may find ourselves furthering our education in the future. We will have good days, we will have bad days. We will find ourselves in situations that may not always be black and white. I have no doubt in my mind that every one of us will be phenomenal nurses, and I would like to present a challenge to all of you. I challenge all of you to practice with integrity. I challenge you to act with professionalism and always do the right thing. The right thing may not always be the clear and easy route, as it rarely is. I urge you to set your ethical standards high and adhere to them daily in all aspects of who you are as a caregiver. The nursing profession is the most trusted profession in the country, and now it is our responsibility to maintain that reputation. I would again like to thank all of you for allowing me to speak this evening, and I wish all of you the very best luck in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Now is the time we begin the pinning and diploma ceremony. This is an important day for our graduates, and out of courtesy for all the graduates, please hold your applause until everyone has received his or her diploma. I'd like to invite Dr. Kim-Shu Woods to the stage, as well as Dr. Linda Hunt to present the diplomas to the graduate candidates.
Will the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree candidate please rise and line up to the right of the stage? For Linda Lamita Powers. Congratulations, Doctor of Nursing Practice degree candidate. Will the Masters of Science in Nursing degree candidates please rise and line up to the right of the stage? Farhana Afrin. Tracy Nicole Blakely. Carolyn Ann Castleberry. Deanna E. Depew. Josephina R. Ferry. Tabitha A. Gartner. Stephanie Joan Hale. Stacy Lynn Murphy McBee. Jocelyn Grace McChesney. Heather Ingrid Prince. Asia Richardson. Ashley Renee Six. Katie Steeman. Congratulations, Masters of Science in Nursing graduate candidates. Joining me for the pinning of the BSN graduate candidates are Professor Robin Pugh and Professor Molly Wiley. Will the Bachelor of Science in Nursing candidates please rise and line up to the right of the stage? Bridgette Danelle Bates. Brianne Michelle Bidwell. Alyssa Kendall Blevins. Andra Lynn Bungard. Hannah Grace Buskirk. Amy Nicole Kane. Misty Nicole Kamakwin. Nicole Lynn Chapman. Colleen Aaron Cooper. Jessica E. Shadid. Emily Elizabeth Cossin. Rhea Zoe Elkuri Coupler. Brittany Lee Dempsey. Brooke Aurelia Dodane. Devin Dunsford. Kirsten Edwards. Macy Ann Fosna. Lexi Ann Fisher. Maria Yvonne Flores Villagomez. Kayla Foster. Andrea Diane Gabbard. Chelsea Elise Gallagher. Maureen Marie Gallick. Devin Lauren Gardner. Catherine Kelly Gingery. Amber Brianna Glass. Chloe Elizabeth Hamilton. Torrin Renee Hook. Kaylee Marie Huddle. Taylor Alexis Hines. Chelsea Elizabeth Jackson. Jamie Johnson. Maddie Joyner. Terry Jones. Johnny Michael Keith. Mary Kelly. Katie Lynn Kearns. Kirsten Coe Kirkpatrick. Megan Elizabeth Levan. Kaylee Summer Lowe. Christopher Lowry. Sotavi Vanessa Loy. Sean M. McLeod. Chris Manusakis. Christina Starr Matlock. Francine Manuela Buku. Manasa Ifani Michael. Amanda Sue Miller. Stephanie Morris. Autumn Christine Mowry. Chelsea Cheyenne Nichols. Jordan Lee Novak. Kelly Christine O'Neill. Shakina Nicole Page. Brianna Crystal Palomar. Angela Marie Pazaropoulos. Kalpana Rout. Alexander James Rentz. Ramona Ann Schaefer. Taylor Lane Skeens. Heather Elizabeth Swartz. Abby Marie Tabachi. Natalie Marie Thomas. Kelsey Marie Thornton. Kenzie Van Ostren. Kristen Michaela Varney. Emily Raynell Walker. Thomas Michael Webb. Jessica K. Whalen. Congratulations, Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduate candidates.
Will the candidate for the degree of Doctorate of Nursing Practice please rise? President Kim G. Woods is professor of Chamberlain University College of Nursing, and on behalf of the faculty, I hereby certify that this student has completed the requirements for the Doctor of Nursing degree and recommend that they be awarded this degree.
Dr. Hunt, upon these recommendations and the authority vested in me by the Ohio Board of Nursing, the Chamberlain Board of Trustees, and Chamberlain's Provost, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree with all the privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Please join me in congratulating this graduate.
Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Science in Nursing please rise? President Kim G. Woods is professor of Chamberlain University College of Nursing, and on behalf of the faculty, I hereby certify that these students have completed the requirements for the Masters of Science in Nursing degree and recommend that they be awarded this degree.
Dr. Hunt, upon these recommendations and the authority vested in me by the Ohio Board of Nursing, the Chamberlain Board of Trustees, the Chamberlain Provost, I hereby confer upon these students the degree of Masters of Science in Nursing with all the honors and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? President Kim Chi Woods, as professor at Chamberlain University College of Nursing, and on behalf of the faculty, I hereby certify that these students have completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree and recommend that they be awarded this degree.
You sure, right?
I am.
Dr. Hunt, upon these recommendations and the authority vested in me by the Ohio Board of Nursing, the Chamberlain Board of Trustees, and the Chamberlain's Provost, I hereby confer upon these students the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the honors and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. All graduates, continue to stand. Turn your tassels from the right to the left of your mortarboard to signify that you are now graduates of Chamberlain University College of Nursing. Congratulations. Still remain standing. I would like to invite Dr. Melissa Luton to the stage to lead the Nurses' Pledge. Dr. Luton.
Graduates, please remain standing. And I'd like to invite all nurses seated on the stage and in the audience to stand and turn to page 16 of your program and recite with me the Nurses' Pledge. Page 10. Page 10. I pledge in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Graduates, you may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Luton. I'd like to now invite Professor Robin Pugh to the podium to give the alumni address.
Good evening, graduates. I'm so grateful to be here to welcome you into your Chamberlain Alumni Association. I know the kind of profound impact you will have on the lives of your patients. Today, as a Chamberlain graduate, you automatically become a member of the Alumni Association, and there are no dues or fees to belong. That's right, it's completely complimentary. The mission of the Alumni Association is to support you. Our goal is to continue the same support and care that you've received from Chamberlain since day one. Now that you've crossed this stage today, I invite you to take the next step to stay connected and become involved in the Alumni Association. We provide specific benefits for our alumni, such as continued access to library resources, connections to over 20,000 colleagues and classmates, mentoring opportunities, networking events, and career assistance. So I urge you to let us help you to stay connected through Chamberlain, through your Alumni Association. We are here for you. We want to partner with you so that you can achieve your goals and reach your dreams. Your graduation today is the beginning of a lifelong partnership with Chamberlain through your Alumni Association. Your success is our success. And now I congratulate you again, and I challenge you to be an example of an extraordinary Chamberlain nurse.
Thank you, Professor Pugh. We appreciate it. We'd like to thank all the family, friends, and distinguished guests for attending tonight's ceremony. We ask that you remain seated while faculty and the graduates recess. Please join me in congratulating the 2018 graduates of the Chamberlain University College of Nursing.